action extraordinaire with Bobby Bradley and Rob Van Dam. Together, they are the most exciting high-flying tag team in the world today, Aerial Assault.
Hold on to your hats, wrestling fans. You want to see high-flying action? Aerial Assault will fit the bill. Buckle those seatbelts. Here we go.
Aerial Assault with Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam taking on the Black Hawk and Kerry Love in tag team action here in the NWC.
Without a doubt, the highest flying tag team in the world today, Bobby Bradley and Rob Van Dam. Aerial Assault. Don't remember, Doc, these guys started as singles competitors here in the NWC.
That's right. Now they have formed the tag team currently undefeated in the NWC. Bobby Bradley in the ring right now. Clothesline delivered by Kerry Love. And down goes Bradley. Rob Van Dam, martial arts expert. Bobby Bradley, high-flying second-generation wrestler. And Bradley in there right now, and he's got Kerry Love down. A quick count of one by referee David Hogg. Bobby Bradley with the arm wringer. What an exciting tag team here, Big Al.
Without a doubt, the highest flying, newest tag team, newest sensation. What was that? A headbutt to the groin area.
Kerry Love and Bobby Bradley in the center of the ring right now. And Bradley, beautiful move. And down goes Kerry Love. And Rob Van Dam enters the match for the first time, going right to the top rope, Big Al.
Hang on to your hats. Here he comes.
Flying body splash. A quick cover. A count of two by David Hogg. And Van Dam making his presence felt here in the NWC. And together, these guys are high-flying martial arts. And the name Aerial Assault really fits these two.
Oh, without a doubt, TC. You know, Rob Van Dam has wrestled all over the world. He's been in Japan. He's been all over this great country of ours. Picking up Bobby Bradley. What a great plus for the NWC.
Absolutely correct. The Black Hawk in the ring now, working on Van Dam, a little double team on Robbie V. And V puts the Black Hawk into the ropes. Here we go. Monkey flip. Good. And the Black Hawk feeling the wrath of Aerial Assault. Here comes Van Dam from the middle rope. A beautiful reverse body splash. A count of two. And Aerial Assault pretty much having their own way. Here comes Bobby Bradley. Black Hawk trying to retaliate. And it's a little two-on-one situation here. Couple late kicks to the throat. And the Black Hawk to the apron and down on the floor.
Out on the floor he goes. Look out, Bobby's up on the top rope. Where's he coming from? Look out.
15 foot high. It looks like a flying headbutt delivered by Bobby Bradley. What a maneuver, Big Al.
A flying headbutt from 15 feet in the air, Doc.
Back into the center of the ring goes the Black Hawk, and Bradley to follow. A quick cover, one. Only one. And here comes Kerry Love for the save. Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam. Fans, if this is the first time you've seen these guys, hold on, because they are here to stay in the NWC. Nice maneuver by the Black Hawk, a side suplex.
Side suplex by the Black Hawk has stunned Bobby Bradley. The crowd's getting into this one, TC. Look out. Robbie's on the outside, getting him rolling.
Slingshot off the ropes, a backbreaker, and down goes Bobby Bradley. Nice move by the Black Hawk. I'm pretty impressed with this tag team with the Black Hawk and Kerry Love.
Absolutely. Take nothing away from these guys. These guys are quality wrestlers. I don't know how much tag team experience they have working together, but they're doing the right thing now. They've got him in the corner.
Robbie V getting the crowd going, and it doesn't take too much to get this crowd going to Silver Nugget. The NWC fans are the greatest and the loudest.
Without a doubt, the fans here in Las Vegas right on top of the action, and of course the NWC bringing in the matches that the fans want to see.
Bobby Bradley down right now. Kerry Love with a 2 count. As right now you are seeing great tag team action here in the NWC. Bobby Bradley and Kerry Love. Oh, beautiful scoop slam by Kerry Love. And now he brings a knee and a forearm right across the face of Bobby Bradley.
I tell you, Bobby's in a little bit of trouble here, Doc. He looks to need a tag, but Kerry Love, he's raking the eyes here.
Raking the eyes, and the Black Hawk and Kerry Love doing a very good job of keeping the action in their corner of the ring and their side right now. Bobby Bradley, he's in trouble. Robbie V can't get into the action.
Well, that's what tag team wrestling's all about. You want to work the man over, cut that ring in half, and work him over. Double team if you can. Quick tags in and out.
There we go. And David Hogg restraining Robbie V. And in the corner goes Bobby Bradley, the Black Hawk again. Beautiful move again by the Black Hawk, going for a cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. And the Black Hawk, some nice maneuvers, especially with the side suplex.
I'll tell you, this would be one heck of an upset if these guys could pull this off. They've got him in trouble.
Whip into the rope and a double clothesline. Down goes Bradley. Down goes the Black Hawk. Who's going to get up first?
Whoever's at the most resiliency here, Doc, is going to get up. And without a doubt, their team will have a distinct advantage.
Right now, Bobby Bradley in a little bit of pain. Good tag team work by the Blackhawk and Kerry Love. Rob Van Dam, nothing he can do right now as Bobby Bradley in a little bit of trouble, and Robbie V trying to get the crowd alive here. Trying to get a little momentum going on their side. Bradley, nice move. Here we go. Beautiful flying leg kick by Bobby Bradley, trying to reach for the tag.
A martial arts move he had to learn in the gym from Robbie Van Dam.
There we go. Van Dam into the ring. Kerry Love doesn't want any part of this. Arm wringer. Here comes Van Dam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and a beautiful leg crescent kick to the throat of Kerry Love.
A spinning right foot to finish him off.
Down for a count of 2. That will not do it, though. Rob Van Dam in the ring right now. Scoop slam and down goes Kerry Love. Beautiful move by Van Dam.
An unbelievable move. That reminds me of the late Eduardo Carpentier.
Beautiful high-flying wrist maneuvers, drop kick, and out of the ring goes Kerry Love. And Van Dam going to go after him. Looks like it. Coming off the rope. He's blocked by the Blackhawk. And look at this. There goes Van Dam outside. Looks like a sunset flip, Big Al.
He sunset flipped him right over the apron.
Unbelievable. Here goes Bradley. Cannonball.
Oh,
what a move.
From one side of the ring to the other. Bobby Bradley right into Kerry Love. You've got to keep your head up when you're in with these guys.
All 4 men outside of the ring right now. A sunset flip delivered onto the asphalt. Bobby Bradley comes with a cannonball. And now Robbie V to the top. Look out. Beautiful maneuver. Looked like a flying neck breaker.
Absolutely. Rob Van Dam climbing halfway up the top rope, over the side, 3/4 of the ring he's flying across.
Bradley comes in. Van Dam in the corner. He goes back to the top rope. Look out. What do we got here? Bradley's got him up. Could be a pile driver. No. He's up. Look out. The suicide bomber. That will do it. Robbie V. Bobby V victorious. Big Al, let's go to the fantastic instant replay.
Without a doubt, Bobby Bradley picks up, looks like he's going to power bomb the Blackhawk, but on top rope, Rob Van Dam is waiting with the suicide bomber, and no one ever escapes.
Absolutely correct. Robbie V, Bobby V together, they are Aerial Assault, the most dynamic, high-flying tag team in the world today, and they're a force to be reckoned with right here in the National Wrestling Conference. Oh, as tag team action keeps on heating up right here in the NWC.
Weighing 222 pounds, Bobby Bradley. And from Savannah, Georgia, weighing 228 pounds, Rob Van Dam. Together, ladies and gentlemen, Aerial Assault. It's time to hang on now, fans, because high-flying tag team action right here in your main event on NWC Slam and Aerial Assault and Superboy and Principe Hindu. Big Al, this is going to be one heck of a fast-paced, exciting match.
And the action's already gone on. Wait, TC, you've seen Rob Van Dam be kicked from the top rope, and Bobby Bradley's got him hooked up, and Rob's in to save him right out of the bell.
Double flip, and now a 4 men into the ring. Double drop kick by Aerial Assault. Down goes Principe Hindu and Superboy. Big Al, this match is going to be fast and furious.
Unbelievable high-flying action here in the NWC, TC. If you've never seen the Mexican wrestlers, fans, these two guys go at it tooth and nail.
Absolutely. High-flying Mexican superstars that have traveled the globe, superstars in Mexico, and now here in the NWC. They're locked in with Aerial Assault right now. Bobby Bradley into the turnbuckle. And you know, Big Al, this match could be the most fast-paced, exciting match fans have ever seen.
Once again, fans, if you haven't seen these Mexican superstars, they're high-flying, fast-paced action, as you just see the Steiner line by Bobby Bradley.
Aerial Assault, the fastest, high-flying, most dangerous tag team in the world today. They're outside the ring. Superboy just lets Bobby Bradley out, and Van Dam comes with a moonsault right onto the concrete floor, and now Van Dam goes down with a flying drop kick. Here we go, Big Al, and now the Superboy lets Principe Hindu have it. Van Dam has cleared house. I don't know who's who in there anymore.
Van Dam cleared the house, and Bradley's up in the top rope, and he somersaults into both of them. Unbelievable on the floor. I can't keep up with his tee.
Moonsault from Bobby Bradley onto the top. Van Dam and Bradley into the crowd, aerial assault. They've done it here time and time again here, Big Al, in the NWC.
You know, the NWC showing no expense, bringing in these Mexican superstars. They're clamoring from all over the world to be here in Las Vegas, DC, and they're here in there with the highest flying tag team today, aerial assault.
Referee David Hogg trying to restore some kind of order, and let's get this tag team match going. So far, we haven't seen any semblance of a tag team match, Big Al. It's been 4 men flying and diving all over the pavilion here.
Unbelievable. Order trying to be restored. 2 men at a time here, please, Doc. Unbelievable. This high-flying action. I need a drink here, Doc. I got to slow down a little bit here for me.
Settle down, big boy, because it's just begun. The crowd chanting and clapping behind aerial assault all the way here today, as usual. And now Superboy in the ring, leapfrog by Bobby Bradley. The action's fast and furious. Nice hip toss by Bradley. Here we go again, goes Superboy. And now Bradley into the ropes. Here comes Superboy. He comes with a nice move.
What a great move by one of our Mexican friends, Superboy.
Principe Hindu on the other side, outside of the ring along with Rob Van Dam. But right now, Van Dam is tagged into the match. Bradley reverses the action. Robbie V up top. Beautiful sunset flip. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Here we go again. Nice clothesline by Robbie V. He's ready to attack. Great martial arts skills that we've seen before by Rob Van Dam.
You know, you see the roundhouse feet and you see the martial arts skills by Robbie V. And Principe Hindu's taken over.
Principe Hindu whips Van Dam into the rope. Beautiful back body drop by Principe Hindu. And now Superboy joins him in the middle of the ring. 2-on-1 here, Big Al. Here we go. Another back body drop. No! Double power bomb.
Unbelievable move by the Mexicans. They've double power bombed Robbie V. And now they're working over Bobby Bradley.
Chops to the throat. And Van Dam is over there with Superboy, Bradley, and Principe Hindu. I can't tell who's who right now, Big Al. And now Van Dam is down. And here we go again. David Hogg trying to restore some kind of order.
You know, once again, tag team continuity as we see Hindu going up in the top rope. And there it is, a moonsault right on top of Robbie V.
He could have him right here. There it is, 1, 2, Robbie V not moving. It looked like he pulled him up.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what these two guys just did. They had a chance to beat the world-famous aerial assault.
And give them their first defeat in the NWC. And now Robbie V gets out of the way, drop kick. The Mexicans right into each other. Van Dam rolling over to tag Bobby Bradley. And now Bobby B in the ring. And it looks like he's in there with Superboy. I can't tell the difference because these guys are brothers, you know, and I can't tell the difference.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter which one of them in there, Doc. They high fly. They're all over the ring, and they're giving these guys all they can handle.
Bobby Bradley avoids that back body drop, and Bobby, beautiful head scissors.
Standing, flying head scissors by Bradley. Now he's got him in the corner, and maybe we'll see a little double team action.
Bradley's got him up, scoop slam, Robbie V tagged into the match. Beautiful flying martial arts kick.
A flying super foot for the top rope. In fact, this could be a 1-2. And he gets away.
Gets away with a 2 count, and that is it. Action fast and furious only here in the NWC. Van Dam has got Principe Hindu up, and now Bradley on top of the rope with the assistance of Van Dam throws him right on top of the leg drop.
I've never seen a move like that, Doc. This team is unbelievable.
Almost another 3 count. Principe Hindu out of the count of 2, and now Van Dam tags out Bradley, but he's going back to the top rope to get Principe, and now Bobby Bradley on the top. Here we go, another flying head scissors.
I can't believe that move. That move was 20 feet above the ring, Doc. Bobby Bradley in for a 1-2, and he saved. He misses, and there goes Van Dam off the top rope.
And now Bobby Bradley's on top. Here he comes. Oh my God, double flying body splash. And a 2 count only, Big Al.
How can you only have one referee in there? How can David Hogg keep on top of his eggs? And there's another spinning super foot by Van Dam.
And now it looks like Principe Hindu is with Bobby. We've seen this before. It could be. It is a suicide bomber. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Here are your winners. Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam, aerial assault. Big Al, I'm out of breath. Take me Bobby to the upper zone. Instant replay.
Whoa, I'm out of breath myself, PC, but here comes the patented move. Principe Hindu up. Robbie V standing on the top rope. Here it comes. Suicide bomber. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Your winner, Aerial Assault.
Team in the world today, Aerial Assault. Number 1 tag team champion. Woo! There they are, still undefeated. Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam together, Aerial Assault, and they continue to roll and fly. Here we go. It is time for our second NWC Tag Team Tournament semifinal match. And making their way down the aisle now, the brute power and strength of the Warlord, the Barbarian, the Powers of Pain.
300 pounds apiece. You know, Doc, they made it through the first round rather easily as they disposed of their two opponents. The Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, looking to take the NWC Tag Team titles. They're going to have their hands full, though, folks, as they're going to take on two of the highest flying acrobats of all time.
And their opponents, from Newport Beach, California, weighing 222 pounds, Bobby Bradley. From Savannah, Georgia, 225 pounds, Rob Van Dam. Together, Aerial Assault.
As you can see, Robbie and Bobby making their way to the ring. Doc, here they come. Come on down and join me at ringside if you would, please. The crowd is on its feet. They're waiting for this match, Doc. When we drew the brackets for this tournament, they knew it was going to come down to this. No surprises so far on the top half of the bracket. Aerial Assault in there with the Powers of Pain.
Robbie Van Dam, Bobby Bradley, Aerial Assault, currently undefeated in the NWC, taking on the Powers of Pain.
The winners will go to the Tag Team Championship.
And folks, you better batten down the hatches. 4 of the greatest superstars in the world today are right in your living room right now. Doc, I can't wait for this one to get underway.
Neither can anyone else in this arena. The high-flying acrobatic style of Aerial Assault, the brute strength of the Powers of Pain. Big Al, this is a confrontation everyone has been waiting for, because there is a question out there. Can Robbie Van Dam and Bobby Bradley handle the big boys?
You know, we've seen them in there with the big boys before, Doc, but never a team with the credentials like the Power of Pain. Unbelievable. And believe it or not, Doc, this is only a semifinal match. Where else in the world can you see such talent and just a semifinal match, and the winners go on to face the Power Twins for the gold?
And what a semifinal match this should be. Here we go, Rob Van Dam in the center of the ring right now with the Barbarian. And you're right, Big Al, the credentials these two big men bring to the NWC, it's just incredible. And no doubt about it, this is the stiffest test that the Aerial Assault has had to face yet.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, T. You know, we've seen Aerial Assaulted with all kinds of acrobatic teams with one big guy, you know, 2 slower guys, but never have they taken on a team like the Warlord and the Barbarian.
Here we go, Robbie V in a little bit of trouble right now. Barbarian has a bear hug on Robbie V, breaks it. Referee David Hogg instructing the Barbarian to break it. There's a solid shot to the midsection. Robbie Van Dam, Bobby Bradley. We haven't seen any aerial moves yet. Here we go, into the ropes, ducks a clothesline. Here goes Van Dam up, but that's not going to work against the Barbarian. He's got him up. What are we going to see here? He's just holding him there, and down he goes.
A fine move by the Barbarian. He picked Robbie V right out of the air like he was picking apples off a tree, Doc.
And down he went immediately, slammed right to the canvas. Here comes the Barbarian, big elbow, but misses. Van Dam used a little speed agility, leg crescent kick there. Little martial arts move. Robbie V moving a little bit slow, Big Al. We haven't seen this, and there it is. The Barbarian misses, but he stays on his feet.
I'm going to tell you what, you know, there's going to be a lot of these moves that Robbie and Bobby...
There it is! Great move by Robbie V. Down goes the Barbarian. The crowd coming to life here. And Aerial Assault trying to get this crowd pumped up for the Barbarians. Right back up again. again.
I'll tell you what, the crowd love Bobby and Robbie. They're on their feet all the time for these guys. They're going to use that as a crutch maybe to try and help them push their way over the power of pain.
We have not seen the Warlord enter the match as of yet. A little strategy going on in that corner. Actually, both corners right now, Big Al. And remember, you got to win to advance on to the championship round. You lose, you go home. These belts are so coveted. Both of these teams want those tag team belts so very, very badly.
I know both of these teams wanted to avoid each other except for the final bout, Doc, but the way that the pairings were drawn up, they drew each other in the semifinals. It's just amazing what's going to happen here as we got the Warlord with a Tesla straight to Bobby. Bobby, you better step away from that one. Here's got a guy that's 330 pounds looking you square in the face.
Wisely, Bobby Bradley did step away, but he's having second thoughts about that now, Big Al. And the crowd's saying, no, you don't want to do that. A little psychological ploy. And what you have here, you have two very smart teams, too, And Bobby Bradley coming with a couple kicks to the midsection. The Warlord retaliates and face first right in the turnbuckle, and down goes Bradley.
Well, the Warlord coming that size 15 boot. He took over on the littler Bobby Bradley.
Whips Bradley right into the turnbuckle across the ring. And Bobby in some pain right now, holding the small area of the back.
I'm telling you what, the Warlord just treated Bobby Bradley like he was somebody's stepchild. He just flew him half across the ring.
What a test here for aerial assault. Whipped into the corner again. Bradley stops it from the top rope. Flip. He's on his feet. Here comes the Warlord. What a clothesline! Oh my God!
He could have knocked out this whole building with that clothesline, Doc. The Warlord, 330 pounds, all 330 pounds of them right behind that clothesline, and Bradley's in deep trouble early in the match.
I can't remember seeing such a powerful clothesline before. Well, Warlord growling, screaming, and now pounding away on Bobby Bradley.
Boy, the pace of this match so far, Doc, is right into the powers of pain corner. They want to slow it down and keep these guys on the mat and just pound them right through it.
Little tag team action going on there. The veterans, the powers of pain, using each other and trying to cut off the ring there, keeping Bobby Bradley in their corner as the Barbarian tags in now. Bobby Bradley in a lot of trouble. We haven't seen much offense from Bobby B as of yet. Whip into the ropes. Bobby ducks the clothesline. Coming up top. This could be real dangerous. Who's it going to be dangerous for? Back body drop, and down goes Bradley.
Once again, another fine move by the Barbarian. Takes Bradley from the top of his shoulders and the crucifix move and right down on his back.
Barbarian in control. Robbie Van Dam cannot get into this match. Bradley in a lot of pain. He's been in there for the last several minutes, Big Al, and he cannot tag out.
But once again, you've got guys that are 220, 225 like Bradley and Van Dam. They're in there with guys over 300 pounds apiece. It's unbelievable how the spot, the weight, look at his side suplex coming from the Barbarian straight down the backbreaker instead.
What a backbreaker. High up in the air. He almost flipped him over his head, Big Al. And down over the knee of the Barbarian.
It's unbelievable how they've cut off the ring, Doc. TC, I can't believe. Here comes, he's got Bradley up again.
Could it be another side suplex? Backbreaker, delivered again. The second backbreaker, and the Barbarian just holding him, posing him right there. Bobby Bradley's in so much pain, Big Al. Oh my God, the crowd can't believe it.
I will guarantee you Bradley has never taken a pounding like this in his entire career.
We talk about this sure brute strength against the speed and agility. So far it's been all brute strength on the side of the Warlord of the Barbarian. But maybe, Big Al, as this match goes on, Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam, some excellent shape.
Well, these guys are seasoned ring veterans, Dr. Powers of Pain. They're not going to pull any punches here. They're going for the gold. They want to be here. They know they've got to go 3 times to win the belts in this tournament. And boy, oh boy, there's going to be total continuity between the Warlord and the Barbarian. And now they're double teaming. The Warlord's in there with those size 15 boots, Doc.
That's exactly what we're seeing right now is continuity. Just picture perfect. This is the recipe for tag team action. And look at this as the Barbarian going to work, choking Bobby Bradley. And Bradley goes down on the concrete floor. Van Dam can't get in.
Once again, 1 referee, 2 guys taking over, and Bobby B. Now he's on the outside, and the Barbarian's going to inflict some more punishment. And he's got him up. He's going to run him right into the ring post. Oh, my God, the small of the back of Bradley has got to be stinging. How much more punishment can he take, DC?
Ariel Assault has never been in this much trouble thus far in any match in the NWC. Bobby Bradley just wants to get back in the ring. He wants to tag his partner. Bobby Bradley has to have some time to recuperate here, Big Al, and he can't do it. The powers of pain had all of this match thus far, and Rob Van Dam is helplessly in the other corner, not being able to get into this match.
You know, Bradley's got to be out on his feet from the punishment he's taken so far. Look out, the Warlord's got him up again, Doc.
Up again, what's going to happen? Another backbreaker. That is the third backbreaker. He's going for a cover. 1, 2. Van Dam comes to the rescue, and it's a good thing he came in, Big Al.
Oh boy, the Warlord he looked like he had Bradley beat, Doc. Looked like the 1, 2, 3 was going against Ariel Assault. And you know, and be frankly honest with you, I don't think it would be an upset to see either one of these teams go down.
Well, if anything, you have to say that Ariel Assault, even though they're undefeated, has got to be the underdog because of the size differential. And look at this move. What a beautiful tag team maneuver again by the Warlord and the Barbarian. The Barbarian delivers a solid boot to the face of Bradley. And Bobby is rolling. He's trying to tag Van Dam. Is he going to do it? He's there, Big Al, and he can't make the tag.
Once again, the continuity and the experience of the powers of pain. The Barbarian comes in, delivers the big blow, and now he's got him up. Is it going to be a suplex? Is it going to be a DDT? Who knows what's going on? The head of the Barbarian.
Got him in a front face lock right now. What's he going to do? Only time will tell. He's up, and it is a suplex. He's holding him there, Big Al. My goodness, I haven't seen anybody hold anybody up this long.
What a test of strength by the Barbarian. That's 225 odd pounds. He's holding straight up in the air.
And down goes Bradley. What a suplex. Up in the air for at least 15 seconds.
He's got to be out on his feet,
1,
Doc.
2, and Van Dam comes in just barely to stop the count of referee David Hogg.
But once again now, David Hogg's going to shag Van Dam out of the ring. And you know what that means, Doc? It's double team time as the Barbarian's got him up. Is he going to turn him over for the crab? There it comes. He's got him almost turned. There it is, the Boston Crab. This is going to be over now, Doc. It's just a minute of time before Bradley submits.
We're going to see the heart, the will, the desire here with Bobby Bradley. Van Dam trying to come in and stop him. Kicks to the small of the back of the Barbarian. And Van Dam trying to wake Bradley up, trying to revive him. But that back has got to be in all kinds of pain. Bobby Bradley has gotten all kinds of punishment from both the Warlord and the Barbarian.
He's had to have his spine rearranged 20 different times, Doc. I'll tell you what, I don't want to be his chiropractor tomorrow morning.
And now the Warlord tags in again, cutting off the ring. Bradley just grimacing in pain. You can hear him, Big Al.
He's taking the pounding of his life, Doc, between these 300-pounder guys. And there's the backbreaker now by the Warlord. Unbelievable action here, Doc. How much more can he stand?
He's got him in a bear hug right now. What's he going to do? The crowd chanting Bobby. They want to see a tag here. Van Dam has to get in this match, but unable to. Bradley could be unconscious. He's in pain. He's trying to come back. Look at the look on his face, Big Al. He doesn't have anything left.
He can't have anything left. He's got to be out on his feet, Doc. I don't even know how he's ever going to get to the corner to tag Robbie V in.
Oh, he goes and cannot make the tag. The Warlord comes over, lays one on Rob Van Dam. And as big as these guys are, Big Al, I'm talking about the Warlord and the Barbarian. Look at the speed, just quickly stopping the tag and bringing Bradley back to their corner again.
Once again, it's that tag team continuity, Doc. These guys have been partners for years. You've seen them all over the world, fans. The Warlord and the Barbarian now making their mark in the NWC as they're just ripping apart Ariel Assault.
You can hear Rob Van Dam saying, "I'm here for you, Bobby." Trying to get the crowd up. The crowd is up. They're on their feet. They can't believe what they're seeing here in this tag team tournament. And now the Barbarian going outside the rope. He's going to the top rope. This could be it. Bobby Bradley could be a sitting duck. The Barbarian just waiting and waiting. And here he comes and he misses. This could turn the tide, Big Al. And here comes Robbie V.
Robbie V into the ring. Look out now. He's going to take over the Barbarian. There's a smash. And another smash to the Barbarian. Chaps and forearm. Here they come. Robbie V taking over. A flying superfoot. Another flying superfoot. The Barbarian in the ring. He reverses. A Bobby misses. And another superfoot by Robbie V. Unbelievable action, Doc.
Another leg crescent kick, but the Barbarian will not go down. Van Dam to the top. And down goes the Barbarian for cover. 1, 2, and nearly a 3 count right there.
Unbelievable action. Robbie V waiting to get tagged into this match, Doc. Here he comes off the rope, and he took a foot in the back from the Warlord.
Bobby Bradley comes in to the help of Van Dam. Now all 4 men are in the center of the ring. Van Dam is down and out. Bradley is in trouble. It's 2-on-1. They can risk disqualification. And right now the Warlord has shoved David Hogg. And there it is.
What is he thinking about? They've been disqualified. The powers of pain.
What a power bomb. And David Hogg's over the top rope. They don't care, Big Al. They don't care.
Now they got their name, the powers of pain. They're just inflicting punishment on these two guys. They're both out in the center of the ring. Look at David Hogg on the floor. Who knows what's happening now? It's chaos once again, Doc, as the powers of pain are standing in the middle of the ring. They think they've won.
Bobby Bradley was punished this entire match. A huge power bomb delivered by the Warlord.
Your attention, please. The Warlord and the Barbarian have been disqualified. The winners in prison for the next round, Aerial Assault.
Once again, there's the Warlord yelling down at TC. Yes, they've been disqualified. You went after David Hogg, Warlord. You lost your cool. You blew the match for your team. Once again, and there's another power bomb delivered by the Barbarian.
That is not an instant replay. They grab Bobby Bradley to the center of the ring. Another power bomb. Van Dam is down and out. Yes, Aerial Assault has won the match, but the question is, will they be able to continue? Will they be able to make it to the finals? Because they have got battered and beaten up severely in this semifinal match against the powers of pain. The Warlord, the Barbarian, they exit, but they exit losers.
Once again, Doc, I don't know if these guys are on an agenda to wipe out every tag team in the NWC, but they did their job on Aerial Assault. Both of these guys are still laying out. One's laying in the middle of the ring, the other one's laying out in the middle of the floor. I don't know how they're going to be able to recover to take on the Power Twins for the NWC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, they advance on. Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam, Aerial Assault.
As we pick up the replay, you see the Warlord's got David Hogg, shoves him down while the Barbarian powers a wicked power bomb on Bobby Bradley. There you see David Hogg over the top rope, the instant DQ. Your winners and now finalists, Aerial Assault.
Even though they took a severe beating during this match, they get the victory and march to the finals.
We're going to see what kind of shape these guys are in, Doc, as they have to take on another 300 pounds apiece, Larry and David Powers. But this time the pressure's on because it's for the gold.
Bobby Bradley, Rob Van Dam, they are victorious, and they will face the Power Twins, and we will show it to you next week for the titles, for the belts, right here on NWC Slammin'.